Hey everyone, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening from wherever you're watching. My name's Lauren if you're new here, and welcome to the channel. And for my returning subscribers, hi guys, how you doing? Today I want to show you all the philodendron in my collection. All of them, except for the ones that are outside because I just posted an outdoor patio tour. So if you're interested, check that out. But I want to show you all the philodendron that I have currently in my collection. Philodendron are probably one of my top favorite type of houseplants. They're very easy. There's a crap ton of variety and they make fabulous houseplants. Most aeroids do. They grow pretty well in the house under low light conditions, most of them anyways. And I want to show you guys. So if you're interested, stay tuned. I'm going to start in my den, and one of the first philodendrons I am going to show you today is my Burl Marks. I have this in a north-facing window, and it seems to be doing okay. This is the darkest room in our house, so I do have a grow light set up to the right of it, and it's doing okay. I love this plant. It's not necessarily my favorite, but I still love it. It is very interesting in its growth pattern, and I love it. Here is the Philodendron micans. Let's get this down. And let me see here. He's kind of tied up in himself, but lots of new growth. Got some there. I need to get him untangled. I'm waiting for the leaves to get a little more substantial. They are growing kind of small, but like I said, this den is very dim, and I do have to supplement with artificial lighting, like there. So I bet if I had him in a better location, he would do a little bit better for me. But Philodendron micans, very easy, just like any trailing philodendron really. And it's soft and beautiful. That is all of the philodendron that I have in my den. I only have two, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, just two. So let's go on to the kitchen. Here in my kitchen, dining room, whatever you want to call it. Up here, I have a neon philodendron, heartleaf philodendron, scandens, and it is awesome. And this one, I cannot grow a neon pothos to save my life, but the neon philodendron is very easy for me. I do not know why I struggle with neon pothos, but this is definitely a great alternative. And this thing has surprised me with little bits of variegation here and there. I think the other leaf that had variegation has since fallen off, which is sad, but look at that. That's just fun. Things surprise variegation, you know? Can't beat it. But this is one of my favorite neon plants of all time. Grows really well for me. Over here is my awesome Meyer score. Bought this a couple months back and it is massive. It's all tied up within itself, but it hangs to about here. I need to untangle it. I kind of put its vines up into itself the last time I watered it and just left it like that out of pure laziness. So that's how he sits. He has some massive leaves, but some really pretty patterns on the leaves as well. And below that is my Philodendron bipennifolium, the horsehead philodendron. I'm waiting for this guy to grow. I need to get him a legitimate moss pole, not just a bamboo stake, to promote faster growth, bigger leaves, so on and so forth. And honestly, I'm not a big fan of fertilizing, but I think I need to be more on top of it. I do own fertilizer and I do use it sparingly and occasionally, but maybe if I was more dedicated with it, I would get some better results. What do you guys think? Next, we're going to be heading into my front room. Don't mind all this, we're getting ready for a garage sale very soon. So these are some things we're going to be getting rid of or donating. But on to the plants. Here I have a handful of philodendron. Here is my philodendron pedatum. I've just recently taken some cuttings from him because this snapped right here. He was probably about this high, up to here or so. But I cut him and have two other plants rooting. I will show you one of the propagations in my bedroom when we get there. But very easy. He needs more humidity, but I have him out in my front room for the summer. I keep my humidifiers back in my plant room. It's kind of like a rehab area for them. Down here is my moonlight philodendron. This was one of my first ever philodendron purchases, and he's been with me for a couple years now. I think I got this one from Hertz, and my pedatum I got at Plants and Pamprin. Definitely go check them out. They have some pretty cool plants for some pretty reasonable prices. Down here, it was one of my all-time wish list plants, and it is such an easy grower. Very happy I purchased it. Philodendron hastatum, silver sword, and I think this is the more wider leaf version. I just love the color. I'm a sucker for silver plants, and it has been growing like wildfire this summer. All this right here is new. We got a new leaf on the way. And then over on my wall here, I have another Philodendron Brazil that I have hanging on one of these awesome little hook things. Ow, just hit my head. If you can see it there at Walmart for like $3 or $4. Awesome way to display and hang your plants. This was my first Philodendron Brazil. I got at some little shop with my mom on Mother's Day, so this plant is special to me. He grows a lot differently than the other Brazil I just showed you guys, but I like him. He needs to be repotted. He has been in this pot since I bought him about, not last Mother's Day, but the Mother's Day before, so he probably needs a repot. Then over here is my regular Philodendron scandens, cordatum, whatever, heart-leafed philodendron. Love him. Doing his thing. I think he might need some water. He's looking a little floppy. On one of those same hooks. Those things are super cool and super convenient because I'm running out of retail space for plants. And last in this room is my black cardinal philodendron. I have neglected this baby for a while. He was up there, however, didn't get any light. I need to find good plants to put up there because it doesn't get much light and I don't really know how to supplement without it looking gaudy. So anyways, here is the black cardinal. He does have a new leaf pushing out, but I think he's suffering from some type of nutrient deficiency or something. Maybe I need to give him some fertilizer. I don't know. What do you think this is from? I would love to get him back into good health, but his new growth is just coming out like this, all curly and weird. So not too sure what is going on with this guy. Help would be appreciated, guys. Send me your help. Okay, we are back in the kitchen because I forgot one. Here I have my Philodendron Brantianum. I got this from NSA Tropicals a couple months back, and it is doing its thing. Growing pretty well. I need to get some moss poles, you guys. I'm one of those people who are like, I'll make it. I don't need to buy it. But I don't have crap to make it with. So I should just order some stuff off Amazon, but I'm one of those people who try to get everything local most of the time, so. But anyways, this brandy is gorgeous. Silver leaves all day, please. Bring me all your silver plants. I love a good silver plant. Beautiful. On to the bedroom. I'm going to try not to show you all of it because my room is a disaster. But up here we have another Philodendron scandens, heart-shaped leaf philodendron. And this was actually from Julia over at Good Life Green Tropics. And so if you're watching this, Julia, it's growing and doing good. And then down here is your little baby Micans. I love this little guy. Those pretty leaves. Got 1, 2, 3 new leaves popping out. Are these planters the cutest? And then up here is part of the pedatum that I cut off. I have one already potted up, and this I'm just gonna let its roots grow a little bit more. I might pot it back into that same pot with that other pedatum that needs a repot anyhow, so. And that is it for this room. Onto the plant room. In the plant room, I have this here. Let me move it so it's not so backlit. This burgundy princess philodendron. Reverted pink princess, not sure, but this too I think might struggle from some type of nutrient deficiency. Please help me if you know what might be wrong. Maybe I need to clean the leaves a little better. I don't know, but I'm guilty too. I am a leaf helper. So like this leaf I helped, my bad. This leaf, however, I did not, but it's still kind of weird in the way it came out. You see right there? And then look at this one. Didn't help this guy. Look how he came out. So it's kind of discouraging because this is a reverted pink princess and it is occasionally shooting out leaves with pink on it. However, the leaves are coming out wonky as hell, so it's just not that appealing. And I would love it to be beautiful and lush, but any tips, I need to know. Let me know. And then here is one of my most favorite philodendrons. It was total wish list goals for me. Between that and the Hystatum, I don't know which one I like more, but this is my Philodendron verrucosum. And like, see, I do use fertilizer, but I use the cheap, crappy stuff, so. But I am good. Once in a while, when I clean out my fish tank, I always use the poop water, and I do collect rainwater, but it's not cutting it. But we do have some new growth here. But look how the first leaf that it gave me came out. And now it almost looks like there's like white powdery mildew on this. And I don't know what it is. And then this leaf came out gorgeous, but it's too also looking dull. Is the humidity lacking? Sorry, there is a Houdini butt on my plants. Get down. Thank you. But the new leaf's coming out and it's looking good. I haven't helped it. But I don't know if this leaf is just red, like on its way out the door or if there is a reason to it looking like that. It's so soft and pretty, and I love it. I don't touch it often. I try not to anyhow, but there is something wrong. Maybe I need to up the humidity. I do not run my humidifier every day in here. Maybe I should, but I do keep this room pretty humid for the most part. Let me know. And lastly in this room, and I think this will wrap up our tour, is this little guy. This is from the Garden Hoe. She sent me this. She sent this in the beginning of July. It's a Philodendron totem. I think that's what it was. If not, I will correct myself and put it on the screen for you guys. But I have it propagating in some sphagnum. It's growing roots down in there, and I'm wondering if it's going to grow more leaves from right where that little note is. I'm also wondering if I should cut it right there and propagate this piece and then this piece here if it does push out that leaf. Because this stem's kind of looking a little worse for wear right there. But it's pushing out new growth, so not mad about it. I'm excited to see how this is going to look when the leaves start looking like that one. So that is what I have in my Philodendron collection. I did leave a few out. I have a Prince of Orange outside. I have another Brandy outside, a Xanadu. And thinking about it now, I actually forgot my Philodendron Deja Vu, which is out in my front room. Sure, it's not looking so good anyways. But this is what happens when I film videos. Yeah. The struggles. Anyways, that's what I have in my Philodendron collection. Like I said, I did forget a few, but if you watch last week's video, you'll see them out on my patio. I am going to be bringing them back inside soon. Let me know down in the comments below, what is your favorite Philodendron? I am currently on the look for a Gloriosum. I know prices have kind of gone up a little bit, but I haven't found the right one, the right size, for the right price yet. But fingers crossed, throw it out into the universe, maybe it'll come my way. That is my wish list plant. It's been my wish list plant for a while now. Top Philodendron that I want. And it seems like everyone's got one. And that's not why I want it. Those leaves are huge and the veining is intense. Down the middle, love it. One day it'll be in my collection, so sooner or later, when the moment's right. Anyways, let me know down in the comments what your favorite Philodendron is and what some of the issues I'm having with like my black cardinal or my pink princess, burgundy princess, however you want to refer to that as. Do I have a nutrient deficiency? They're growing, just not growing right. They're not thriving. They're maintaining themselves, but not thriving. So anyhow, that's all for today's video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.